man I enjoy talking to every week is the wonderful Dr. Vincent, but we might have a bit of a disagreement today.
Doctor, my eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise to leave them open for so long?
Vincent, good afternoon.
Good day.
How are you this afternoon?
I'm very, very well, thank you. And I can't wait to get into it with you today because I know that this is the happiest season of the year. However, a lot of people don't realize it is also the busiest period in the emergency room in many hospitals across the world, not only in Australia.
Few people drop off the perch at Christmas time, don't they?
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, the Journal of American Heart Association examined that trends for Christmas and New Year period, which is December 25th to January 7th, and found that actually spiked during this time of the year.
That's cheerful, isn't it? Merry Christmas. Don't die.
Merry Christmas. No, that is actually, case in point, because while it is something that is supposed to be a cheerful and merry season of the year, a lot of us put a lot of pressure onto, I mean, I love my family and I love spending time with them, but
Yep.
I know that there are situations where when you put a lot of stress, a lot of pressure onto yourself, it does increase the risk of things like stroke, heart attacks, and they are all induced because of stress.
Yep. Christmas is stressful. It really is.
Christmas
we put
is stressful.
so
It
much
really
stress on us, at Christmas time.
Yeah, from deciding who's hosting Christmas, what to bring, what to cook, what kind of presents and gifts that you're buying for your families and
Yep.
stuff like that. Making sure if you're a business owner like yourself, making sure that you get everything done prior to taking probably 5 days off. And organizing logistics, it can be a nightmare. But I really do think that there are things that we can do to make sure that we have a merry and safe Christmas.
We eat and drink a lot at Christmas time, don't we?
We do, and I used to be one of those people who think that there are 3 periods or 3 dates throughout the years on which anything that you eat and drink do not have any consequences whatsoever. The first one is Christmas. The second one is New Year, and the third one is your birthday. However, as I learn more and become hopefully wiser, I really do think that even during the holiday period, you really still have to take care of your body and your health, because a lot of us find that when you allow your body go into a holiday mode, usually at the beginning of the holiday mode, people actually get sick. And that is because a lot of people work really hard in the lead up to Christmas at work and around the home, trying to get things done and everything's up to date so they can go on leave and get the house ready for family to arrive. And they actually just end up making themselves sick.
Well, that's no good. But it stuns me sometimes, the amount of people, the food that we do eat at Christmas time. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and I have some tips and advice to share with you and everyone who's listening so that we don't turn our Christmas into SICKMAS.
All right, fire away.
Well, first, don't get bored hearing me saying continue with your exercise regime. Don't stop exercising. Making sure that you maintain some form of physical activity during the holiday period is very important. Be it walking, be it a little jog in the morning, or if you have because it's really quite affordable now to actually set up a really modest home gym at home, because a lot of us, including myself and a lot of my friends, people that I know, actually they have some sort of like assortment of free weights that they can use at home, especially coming out of lockdown. So do a little exercise in the morning. Not only it helps your body to stay healthy during the holiday period, it also helps your energy level, because don't forget the metabolic rate that your body registers in the morning will help to determine your energy level throughout the day. So that's number one. Number 2, remember to drink enough water. A lot of people forget to drink water when they're busy. And when you are...
I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the more active people are, the more likely that they forget to drink. And hydration is very important because 70% of our body is water. A lot of people, when they don't drink enough water, they get cranky, they get short fused. And the other thing that being thirsty can be bad to our body is that we tend to eat less wisely when we are thirsty. 50% of the time when we feel peckish or we want to eat more or sweets or things that are generally not too healthy for your body, that's because we are thirsty.
And supplements at that time of year as well.
Supplements really important. I will always been and will always be the proponent of getting all the nutrients you need from fresh food, including fresh fruit and vegetables. However, there are things that our bodies are just not as good in terms of extracting and absorbing the nutrients. Things like antioxidants, take activated phenolics, things like omega-3 fatty acids. If you're taking your fish oil every day, that actually helps you the circulation as well. So that taking supplements actually helps to alleviate the tiredness, stress, as well as supporting your body with good immune system. Because don't forget, just because we don't talk about it anymore, it doesn't mean that COVID is no longer around. And the best way to, aside from obviously getting your vaccination up to date, following the health advice from the authority, the best thing that you can support and protect your body is by maintaining a healthy and good immune system. And
if rest, relaxation, and sleep. It's 3.
Exactly.
I try and relax at Christmas time when I'm not, I think I'm going to be back here quite a bit at Christmas. But yeah, sleep is always important, isn't it?
Yes, sleep is basically the way of our body to recharge. Just imagine if you have to recharge your smartphone, tablets, and computer every now and then, you have to recharge your body as well. And don't forget, you can't bank on sleep. It doesn't mean that you stay awake, especially now with the World Cup and championship and people are watching the game. It doesn't mean that sleeping 12 or 15 hours straight on the weekend will compensate all the sleep that you miss.
No. And, it's you're saying be responsible with the consumption of alcohol, drink water in between each glass and try and have alcohol-free days. That's very important.
I think that is very important, especially that water in between. And when I say water, I mean water is not soda water with vodka. Because a lot of times...
Come on now. Good heavens.
No, you do it one for one.
Yep.
Believe you me, not only you will enjoy the party, you'll enjoy the gathering more, you're actually are going to enjoy your body and yourself more the next day, because you don't want to be losing the joy on the actual Christmas day because you're hungover from the night before. So make sure that you are being responsible, and remember, if you are with the family members that you know that they're likely to cause you to argue. Argument and alcohol are not good combination. No,
not a good combination at all. And finally, I can't believe you put this down. Avoid. No, you don't. Avoid naughty foods. If you do indulge, keep it to a minimum.
Well, the reason why I included this point, which I actually am not 100% on board, and I don't think I will walk the talk on this final point.
That's the way.
Because remember, last time I had Christmas with my family, there were like 6 different types of dessert. So make sure that you keep the indulgence to the minimum, because after the pavlova, you probably still want the trifle, and you probably want chocolate, and you probably want something else. So make sure that you can always go for a second plate. You don't have to gorge yourself with everything in the first go. And if you remember, last week we were talking about how to eat slower. And this is the time to practice it, because by eating slower, you're also connecting with families. You're exchanging stories. You're updating each other with your life, and you're basically having a good time. So food, while it is the center of many people's festivities, including mine, it is not the only thing. It is more important for us to connect with our friends and family around the dinner table.
No, wise words. Where can we find out more about you, Vincent?
People can go to our website, anathleteday.com.au, and currently we're having our Black Friday special, including in Woolworths as well as in Coles. If you like the idea of supporting Australian apple farmers as well as Australian industry and manufacturing, please do support me, because everything out of our company is 100% Australian. It is 100% Australian technology made from 100% Australian apple.
Which is great. Vincent, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Vincent.